My name's Angelevski. I'm 17. I'm a centre back and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Heard about the event through social media and followed up with a couple of mates that were already doing the event and was already working with you, and heard really positive things, so I thought I'd give it a crack, and ended up working out really well. I think it kind of became more realistic after that. It was, beforehand it's like, these coaches have come down, whatever, you're just training in front of other people, but the reality kind of sets in when, Alan goes, you're gonna get picked, like you're gonna find out that 3 players that you've played with or yourself are gonna get picked for a full scholarship ride for a month to have their talents really tested and, to have the opportunity to possibly stay at those clubs. And it kind of shivered for a second when like this is actually happening. I can have this kind of opportunity and this great experience of actually going over there and showing what I've got. Having that distance, even though it's only for a short time, was definitely something I had to get over, but I've grown after it. I think it was something I really needed. It's had challenges, definitely. Obviously language barrier is something that's always big, but the club itself's been great, very welcoming. The training here is obviously at a high level, but again, the boys have been very welcoming. They've helped me out with my differences, with my language and anything that I need help with exceeded my expectations. I think it's a little bit scary, especially for my parents, to send, not even 18-year-old son halfway across the world by himself for a month to, pursue his dream. And those first few hours were definitely really hard in the airport, but after getting on the plane, and even just arriving here, it set in that I was here for a purpose, had a job to do, and I kind of had to push my feelings of sadness and, homesickness aside, and just go on the pitch and do what I came here to do, work my hardest for the month and just give everything I've got. So since getting the contract with Avila, the biggest shift in mentality has definitely been football is less of, can I be a professional footballer? And it's more now, is this what I actually want to do for the next, 5, 10, 15 years of my life? And do I want to, have to grow up in this environment? It's definitely harder than it's portrayed in the media. There's a lot of challenges that come with it. And, I've experienced them firsthand now for the month, and it's just, do I want to really go through with this? I've got to work twice as hard as I've worked so far. That's the biggest perspective change for me. And I know the answer to that is definitely yes. I've given it a lot of thought, spoken to a lot of people, including Alan, and he's definitely supported me on the journey. But the answer is definitely yes to that one. He was stressing me out, trying to make me read a Spanish contract that I can't read. But when he finally told me that, you've been signed for the year, it's, like I said, a big sigh of relief, and I think I reached a little bit of a milestone in my career. You work so hard, and the first big thing that you get as a footballer is obviously signing a contract for a professional club. And getting that piece of paper, being able to sit there and sign on a dotted line, as much as it's insignificant in a way, it's still something you dream of as a young kid. And so getting that opportunity to do that was something that I've dreamt about, and I was very happy to be able to achieve it. He was very set on what my times would be, what my training would look like. He was definitely a big help when it came to my day-to-day planning, what I was to expect. And I think that definitely helped to calm me and give me a little bit of a routine when I just first started. It's definitely a great feeling when someone else reaches out for you and they're saying that they want to see what you've got, and it's less of you putting yourself out there. And I've only really worked with Alan for a short amount of time, and my football path has completely changed because of it. So I'm definitely very grateful to him, and give him my full support, and to anyone else that ever questions me about it, I'll tell him all the good things he does. And obviously when he's a as well.
I'm going to leave that in.